Hi and good morning, everyone. Thank God it's Friday. So, what are your plans for the weekend? Are you going out? Are you sleeping? Are you going to do something fun? Let me know in the comment section. What are your plans? For me, it's work, work, work. As one of my favorite people on Instagram would say, and who can take a guess? Person always say, "Work is work and play is play." So right now it's all about work for me. Today, I'll be looking at United Capital Q1 numbers in order to make a forecast for how I think the rest of the year will shape out. So, um, Q1 numbers, company made 13 billion in revenue, company made 5.8 billion in profit. So that's pretty decent. I mean, just trying to do the profit margins on that business. um 6 over 13, that tells me that 6 over 13 times 100, that gives me about 42% or so profit margins, which is not bad. So for every 100 naira in revenue, around 40 something percent profit, so it's a fairly profitable business. um my estimate for 2025, if the company continues at its current run rate, is it will make 1 naira and 28 kobo in earnings per share. And from that, I expect the company will pay around 1 naira as dividends. I think it may be slightly less than that, but I'm expecting maybe worst case scenario 80 to 90 kobo. And the why do I say so? The company is in expansion mode. They recently expanded to other parts of Africa, and so I suspect that in the next few quarters you have higher or slightly elevated expenses. So the profit and the profit per share ultimately may come down. Price wise, I think this firm just kind of, and that's why I have a view, a hold in my view. I think it's kind of fully priced. Why do I say so? It's trading at almost 20 naira a share. If you divide that by my estimated earnings per share, it's trading around 15.5 times earnings. Um, it's trading higher than the average P ratio of 7x on the exchange. And even if I use you can see that I calculated the 4-year average growth rate in terms of earnings is 25%. But even if, I mean, if you use a 20x multiple, meaning I take 20 and multiply it by its estimated earnings per share, that means you have a target price of around what, maybe 20 something naira, which makes sense because if a company has been growing its earnings at around 25% per per year, it means that every 4 years those earnings will go up. And I think this company can probably achieve a 15-20%. So in my view, I think that the stock is kind of fairly priced at the moment. Existing investor, you probably might sit it out and see how the rest of the year shapes out. If potential investor, in my view, I think you may want to wait for a pullback, but these are just my views. I mean, it's not investment advice. The company is in its good phase, new chapter expanding into the rest of Africa. So I think the next 1 to 2 years will be very interesting. It'll be nice to see how well that expansion pans out. One probably would need a year or two to evaluate the proportion of income that will come from that angle. So, I mean, it's a hold in my view. Let's see how the rest of the year goes and all that. So, I mean, this stock could easily push at a 20 to 25 naira, but I just don't expect that to happen this year. Right? I think it's fully priced as of now, but let's see how Q2 numbers and probably Q3 numbers would shape out, and then if need be, if there's significant further upside going by those numbers, maybe I might decide to revise. Or as I always say, this is not trading advice or investment advice. I'm just like any other person sharing my views. I can share my views on politics. I can share my views on sports. It doesn't mean that I say Manchester United is going to win their next match. It may or may not happen, but you can't take action as a punter based on my thoughts, So hope you have a good weekend ahead. I'll see you in the next video.